damage. If I do lose this match, it's going to be because I keep missing Will-O-Wisp. Because there's so much damage I already could have had on him with this Will-O-Wisp chip damage every turn here that I've lacked because nobody lands a Will-O-Wisp on him. Oh, that does nothing. There, finally, it took 4 fucking turns. Good. You finally landed the Will-O-Wisp. Congratulations. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G. When you guys are seeing this video, either Regulation G is already live in-game and the format is live on the ranked ladder, or it's going to be live in the next few days. Rayquaza is a Pokemon everybody actually should have access to now, with the most recent raid legendary event giving people shiny Rayquaza. So if you guys want a really easy legendary that you're going to probably more than likely have access to already, and actually a shiny variant of it as well, which is actually pretty cool, you can actually take that and actually use it on a competitive VGC team. So if you guys are a newer player that actually wants to get into Regulation G VGC, maybe Rayquaza is something you want to start with. So it's actually a really cool Rayquaza team I would be featuring for you guys today. A bit of an older team, but I haven't really been finding many updated Rayquaza teams. Not many people are really building around it, but I do think it has at least some potential, and there's a lot of experimentation around the mod. And it's kind of just one example of what you can really do with this thing and kind of make it work in that type of way. So this is actually a team by Pokemon Event. I was given the rental code for this team. I don't know if this team actually has a paste or not. There's actually a team by another PokeTuber around, I think it has 2,500 subs or whatever, at least from what I was told. So we're featuring their team today. The team's actually around about 6 months old already though, but the rental is still live for this team. I'm not sure how long this rental will be available for. So if the rental code does not work, it was taken down, but it's been up for about 5-6 months already. So hopefully it stays up a little bit while longer as Regulation G just starts. So like I said, I don't know if this team has a paste or not. I was only given the rental code. So if you guys want a paste for this team, check out their channel. They probably have it on their channel somewhere. You'll probably be able to find it or hit them up, and you can probably get a rental from them or a pokepaste from them in some type of way. So I'm going to kind of break this team down. We're going to hop in some games. A lot of cool stuff on this team I kind of want to talk about and run through. So kind of trying to find some more unique teams for you guys as well. There was a Giratina team I was actually going to feature today, but the rental code no longer works, which is kind of my luck. I have the rental code already in game for a few days. When I go to record with the team, the rental code doesn't want to work anymore, so I don't know. Or at least I had the rental code on hand. I didn't have it actually put into the game, but until I actually want to record with the team and try it out, then it doesn't want to work. So if it doesn't want to work for me, then I can't give it to you guys, so kind of sucks. But that's kind of why this is actually kind of the second team I was going to feature anyway, so we're kind of skipping a team. I was going to feature Giratina today, but it's kind of how the cookie crumbles. You got the Rayquaza on this team with the clear amulet, so you cannot be intimidated by mainly stuff like Incineroar and a lot of the other type of moves, stuff like Parting Shot from Grimmsnarl or Incineroar, and there's a few other things that clear amulet pretty much prevents. So pretty much what you're going to want to do with this thing: Swords Dance, get a shit ton of attack, go for E-Speed, and either you can actually pair it alongside the Chien-Pao as well, which also buffs your damage with the Sword of Ruin, which is kind of cool. And you also have the Chien-Pao there, which is good into the main thing that stops priority, which is Farigiraf. Chien-Pao really checks pretty well, so you can actually use that to your advantage, kind of fake them out and maybe kind of make them play a little bit differently, thinking they're going to get knocked back, or even force Terras out of the Farigiraf, and you can kind of deal with it that way. Got the Weezing on this team with the Citrus Berry. This team actually doesn't really rely on abilities very much, and Rayquaza doesn't really care for its ability that much at all. And a lot of the restricted Pokemon actually in this format really rely on their abilities. So being able to shut off Weather, for example, or a lot of the other abilities, stuff like Intimidate. There's a few other things all the Ruinous abilities. There's a bunch of other stuff. Terrain from Rillaboom and Deedee. There's a few other things that kind of be really good for. With the neutralizing gas, just makes the Rayquaza a lot better and makes its job a little bit easier. You also have the Taunt there to prevent Trick Room being set up or Spore from a Moongus and that type of thing. Will-O-Wisp there to cripple your physical attackers, stuff like Groudon, Zacian, Zamazenta, you're pretty good into. There's a few other things as well that it's pretty good into. Cali Ice if they don't go Terra Fire. So it's kind of what's really there for, and this kind of shit damage most of the time, or at least it'll do a little bit of damage as long as it's on the field. So it's kind of what's really there for. Got these safety goggles, Incineroar on the team, just more of a standard set, not really too much crazy with the Terra Ghost. Terra Ghost is just there for like your other fighting type moves, maybe for like Zamazenta and a few other things, and for opposing fake out spam. Got these Sash, Chimpow, pretty much the exact identical set I also run on like most of my Chimpows, pretty much. Just Ice Spinner to get rid of terrain as Ice Stab, Sucker Punch, Sacred Sword, kind of just a really standard set with Terra Ghost, nothing really to see. Actually, I think I actually ran the exact same set on Chimpow when I actually used Rayquaza on one of my teams as well, back in Regulation G 2024, so... You got these Scarf or Sheaf on this team with Choice Scarf Coaching. You can buff the Rayquaza with Coaching, you can buff the Chimpow with Coaching. Even the Incineroar in certain cases is really nice. You also outspeed a lot of stuff with the Choice Scarf, and you can hit them pretty hard, especially alongside the Chimpow, so that's kind of cool. And then you got the Clefairy on this team, just mainly there for the Friend Guard, and you can also have the Follow Me there, which allows you to either set up or kind of just do more damage. It's kind of the main thing. And you have speed control there in these situations when you can actually get enough speed drops or survive long enough to actually take advantage of it. So we'll see how this team does. Really solid on paper, just gonna see how it does. Let's hop in some games. Game. At least when recording this, the ranked ladder is not up. Not that I'd really use like a rental team on the ranked ladder, but a lot of these people that are actually playing their Regulation G teams are like these people, these random noobs that just use a bunch of legendaries. A lot of them are just waiting for the ranked ladder to be up to actually use some of their teams, so they're just kind of buying their self time, spamming the casual ladder with this garbage. My opponent couldn't decide what he really wanted to run, so he just threw all 3 legendaries onto a team. Zacian, Gouging Fire, Koraidon, Terapagos, and then he just threw the Hard Flame Ogerpon on there and the Flutter Mane to just hit really hard in the sun, so... Weezing looks really good here to shut off abilities. It's also really good into Koraidon and Zacian, so I'm going to bring the Weezing for sure here. Looks really nice. The Rayquaza is decent here, but I'm forced to go Terra on this thing. I don't know if I really want to lead with it. I don't know what else I'd really lead with, though. I guess Incineroar to maybe Intimidate first, which could be pretty good. I can't really Intimidate, though, if I have the Neutralizing Gas. I think I just leave the Rayquaza. What else do I want to bring here? Chimpow for sure. I think I bring Urshifu just mainly for the Scarf. And then just for Terapagos. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really appreciate all your guys' support on all the Regulation G stuff I've been doing over the last 2-3 weeks. Keep on watching the videos and supporting the videos. I'll keep on bringing them your guys' way. Been doing really well, a lot better than I've actually expected. So thank you guys so much. So leads Flutter Mane, Terapagos. This ain't too bad, actually. Got the Neutralizing Gas active. I don't know if I really want to taunt here. I don't know what the Terapagos is really going to do. Part of me just wants to, like... I think I Sludge Bomb here, actually. I just Sludge Bomb. I'm going to go Terra normal here. And I think I just go for Swords Dance on this turn. I think that's what I do here. If he goes Terra, though, it could be a bit of an issue, but... See how it goes. I don't know if he has so many options on his side to really Terra. I don't know if he's really going to bother Terraing the Terapagos. Icy Wind, that's a bit of a problem. Doesn't really matter for the Rayquaza though, because I do have to clear Amlage. Swords Dance up. Earth Power, uh-oh. I forgot about Earth Power. Sludge Bomb to break a possible Sash. No poison, unfortunately. So I'm at +2. I think what I do here is I just protect. I kind of want to go for Dragon's Ascent. I really do. I know, it's gonna be like a roll if he goes for like Earth Power and like Ice Wind again, or even like Shadow Ball into the Wheezing here. I kind of just want to get rid of the Flutter Mane. I think that's what I do here. He's gonna withdraw Tropicals, okay. Zacian. I'm not really too afraid of Zacian because I can just burn this thing. So, like, I'm not really too afraid of that. Moonblast, I eat. Only shitty thing is I'm lowering my defense here, but it's worth getting rid of the Flutter Mane. Opens up the door for the Urshifu in the back, so that's nice. Urshifu has a lot of value too, because I know he has Terapagos, so... as long as I can break through as much as possible before the Rayquaza dies, that'd be great here. He has Gouging Fire too, okay. So what I do here is I just go for Will-O-Wisp. I Will-O-Wisp here and then I just Protect. He might also go for Burning Bulwark to try to burn me here, which you can see him doing. Because I can't really touch Zacian at all. There it is, perfect. Predicted that one. Sacred Sword, okay. Burn. So threat neutralized. He can't go for Burning Bulwark again. I guess he can. I think it'll fail though. I kind of want to taunt in case he Sword Stance Zacian. At the same time, I think I just go for damage in case I miss out on the KO on the Gouging Fire here. I'm just going to go for E-Speed. The Rayquaza is dead on this turn, I think. So if I can at least get 2 KOs with it, I think that's worth. He actually lives that at +2. That's crazy. That is fucking... I live on 2. Wow, I get another turn. Can I get a poison? Clutch poison. Clutch poison. So I think what I do in this next turn is I just E-Speed Tropicos. Because while the neutralizing gas is on the field, I don't think Terra Shell is actually active. So I can just do a fuck ton of damage. I just Protect here. Protect, and then I just E-Speed. Something has to Terra. I think he's gonna Terra the Terapagos. Been saving it all game, but like it doesn't pay going for Terra on Zacian anymore when it's burned. Just does. This is a +2 E-Speed. Just over half. Dazzling Gleam Zacian, that's a new one. Mixed Zacian, I don't know about that. I don't know. The Urshifu's looking really nice here though. Urshifu looking really, really good. I kind of want to just go into Chien-Pao here, actually. I kind of want to go into Chien-Pao. I'm Focus Sash, so he cannot one-shot me at all. I guess what I could have did there, too, is I could have made a really crazy play on that previous turn, which I probably should have did. I probably would have already won already, but... what I could have did there is I could have switched the Wheezing out into the Chien-Pao to lower the defense with Sword of Ruin. I think that way at +2 and E-Speed probably would have one-shot Terapagos. That would have probably been a way better play. It was just kind of risky because he went for Dazzling Gleam there anyway, so I would have took a fuck ton of damage. But it would have been like a 3v1 at that point, so that would have been a better play. Just kind of looking back on it, I kind of misplayed there, but it's still fine. The play I made isn't bad. I just could have made a better play there that I didn't really think about. So, what do I even do here? Like, I can't even touch Zacian. I cannot even touch Zacian. I mean, I'll taunt him, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Sacred Sword. I mainly just need damage on this thing. That's kind of all I really need. I can't touch anything. This Weezing really does nothing. Like, I literally cannot touch him at all. I'll Sludge Bomb, but I just want the Weezing to die at this point. I really do. Does nothing for me. Like, it's kind of risky going out into the Urshifu here, because if he goes for Dazzling Gleam, it'll actually do a solid amount of damage. So I just want the Weezing to drop. I really do. I really want the Weezing to drop here. I think what I do is just go for Sludge Bomb. I hope he kills the Weezing, and I'm going to Protect on this turn, so I can get a free switch into the Urshifu. He just surrenders, okay. Little did he know Weezing literally couldn't touch him, so there was still a chance he could have maybe won there. He didn't know my last Mon, though, so he maybe thought my last Mon was Incineroar. In that case, I would have just completely won, so... Not bad. I'll take the dub. Rayquaza putting in a shit ton of work. Crazy amounts of damage, picking up like almost 3 KOs. Not bad. See you guys in another game. Alright, we're here with a match. I don't know if I'm even going to include this one in the video for you guys, but my opponent's team, he's literally just started the game. He has all level 25s. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to bring Rayquaza. I'm going to bring Chien-Pao. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to bring stuff. Not even going to think about it at all. We're just going to YOLO. I don't know why this guy is even on the ladder, but if I do include this for some reason, I'll just keep it in the video as a bonus. He literally has an entire team of stuff you find on like the 3rd route of the game. Don't know why. What would you possess you to go onto the ladder with a team below level 50? This guy is about to get absolutely fucking wrecked. I'm gonna make this guy never want to ever play competitive Pokemon ever again. E-Speed should easily just one-shot you. E-Speed, Sucker Punch, YOLO. Not even gonna think about anything I do. I'm just gonna click buttons. Goodbye, Artemis. I don't think he has items either. Assuming it's like an in-game team, he probably has no items. This will probably be the quickest Wi-Fi battle you guys have ever seen. It'll be done in 2 turns. Oh, he has a Hackmon from Wonder Trade, though. I don't know why it's only level 26. Usually they're like level 50, but there are level 5 EVs that they do send out. So it's probably like a level 5 Eevee that he raised into an Espeon. It just happened to be a Hackmon he got from Wonder Trade. So that tells me this guy is like a 5-year-old. That's what this tells me. Doesn't know any better. He's like, oh, shiny Espeon. Whoa, that's so cool. I got a shiny off Wonder Trade, Mom. That's cool, little Jimmy. Just doesn't know that he's advertising a scam website. Poor sap. Hopefully he enrolls in the trainer school so he doesn't get wrecked on the ladder again. I don't know why he'd even go on. Why would you even go on the casual ladder with an in-game team when you're not even to like the 3rd gym? Come on now, bud. You're just asking to lose. I'm not going to waste any more of you guys' time. I don't know if I'll even include this in the video or not, but if I do, just consider it a bonus. Let's get into an actual match. Alright, we're here with an actual team this time. My opponent's running a Regulation H team. Skeleturge, Ceruledge, Scizor, Ninetales, Clodsire, Meowscarada. This is a really good match for Rayquaza here. I think the only thing that's really stopping the Rayquaza is the Scarlet and the Skeledirge, which both easily just get wrecked by Incineroar. So I think that's kind of what I bring here. Let's bring Incineroar, Rayquaza lead. What else do I want to bring? I think Chien-Pao looks really nice, just mainly for Meowscarada and Clodsire. Also good into both Incineroar, into the Scarlet and Skeledirge if I really need them. I also want to bring, I think Urshifu. Choice Scarf Urshifu looks really nice too. I would bring Weezing, but I don't think Weezing really does that much here. If the best thing it would really maybe do is if he's like unaware, to shut that down if I want to set up. And maybe shut down Sun, but I don't think it's really even that crucial here. Not really worth bringing the Weezing for. Well, like Terra normal E-Speed probably just one-shots Ninetales anyways if he's not Focus Sash, so. Kind of the problem with it, if you guys are playing Regulation H teams on the ladder currently, expect to get absolutely wrecked or just have an uphill fight every single match with everybody using Regulation G teams and testing their Regulation G teams on the casual ladder in game. So he's with Clodsire, which is really surprising. I kind of want to just set up. I really do. I just want to set up here. I'm just going to Sword Dance. If he's unaware, that could be kind of shitty, but I just fake out the Scissor here. I don't know what he does to one-shot me. Worst case here is if he has, like, Yawn, maybe. I'm just setting this shit up. I don't care. We're going to find out if he's actually unaware or not. Toxic. Okay, that's fine. I don't really give a fuck. Better than a Yawn. I'll take Toxic over Yawn. I don't know if I should just not even Terra. I don't know if I want to Terra here. Is it worth Terraing? I might actually want to Terra the Urshifu this game, actually. I think I'm going to save the Terra for the Urshifu. I think that could be a little bit better later on in the match. Especially versus like the Skeledirge or the Scarlet he might have in the back. So I think I'm going to keep my Terra yet. I'm just going to Dragon's Ascent here and see how much damage it does. And then I don't have a fire type move on this Incineroar, but I do have Will-O-Wisp, so that's what I'm going to go for here. Protects, that's fine. Double Protect. Are you actually unaware though? Like, I don't know, I don't know why you'd run Clodsire if you're not unaware, but like usually Water Absorb's still really good. Gets rid of like one of your main weaknesses. Let's go for Dragon's Ascent again. We're gonna find out if he's unaware. If he is, it's gonna suck, but not much I can really do. That's not unaware. But he's somehow Focus Sash Clodsire. Really weird. Never seen that one. I missed my Will-O-Wisp. That's fun. So no, he's gonna double protect on this next turn. That's what he's gonna do here, so. I kind of want to actually switch the Rayquaza out. I really do. Just to kind of save it for later in the game, because I think it has some value left. When he can't Toxic Stall me to death. I think I'm gonna go into the Urshifu here. And then if he somehow stays in, I'm just going to go for Will-O-Wisp again. Perfect play. That worked perfect. Perfect. No double protect either, so I could have got rid of the Clodsire, but it's fine. Chilling Water. Okay. If he wants to protect here, like the good thing about getting Urshifu in is he can't protect. But he is Water Absorb, which kind of sucks, but like he can protect Scissor here. Scissor doesn't do shit to me at all, so like I just U-turn on the Clodsire. And then I can just parting shot or even knock off here, actually. I kind of just want to parting shot out. Trailblaze Scissor, okay. That literally did like 3 damage though. So even with the Trailblaze, it's not going to be doing much. So he has Protect, Bullet Punch, Trailblaze, and Knockoff. Really weird. Go right into Urshifu again. I'm not even scared of Trailblaze. Like, he's at like -4 attack already with and burned, so. Like, I think even from this range, like, he's so low on attack. I might actually live a Bullet Punch from this range. We're gonna find out, though. What is your last 2 mons? I don't know if it's Ninetales. I'm assuming it's probably either Skeledirge. There it is. Okay. That's fine. That's why I went Terra Water and saved that for this, so. I'm gonna Terra Water here. I think I just go for Dragon Descent for damage, and then I'm gonna Terra Water Surging Strikes here. I'm assuming the Clodsire, just because that was water absorbed to it, the Skeledirge has to be unaware. So he's not running double unaware mons on his team. He's only running 1, which makes sense. Wow, good play. If he has Terra Blast Fairy here, that might actually be a really crazy play to try to catch me off guard. It's still going to be a 2-hit KO, though. Terra did save him. Trailblaze, that's going to do nothing. That does like 10 damage. No Bullet Punch either, which is really surprising. I just kill the Scissor. He just dies right away. I thought he'd live that, but maybe I'm underestimating the Rayquaza's power. Yawn. Okay. I think it was a mistake not going after the Rayquaza there. I don't know what his last mon is. Maybe it's like Shadow Sneak Ceruledge. If that's the case, though, like I just go right into the Chimpao, though. He does have Ceruledge. I think actually what I do here is I just Dragon Descent. I actually go for extreme speed here onto the Skeledirge. And then I Surging Strikes the Ceruledge here. That way I outspeed him, and if he wants to go for Shadow Sneak, I get damage off guaranteed. And like he can't protect on me and I still get the KO. He can't go for Terra. There it is. What a play. Get outplayed. 2 million IQ outplayed. That's exactly why I went for FE speed. Perfect. That's game. Bro got outplayed into oblivion. Get fucking wrecked. He brought pretty much what I thought he was going to bring, though. Surprised he never brought Ninetales, but I guess it doesn't make sense to bring Ninetales when Airlock gets rid of weather. So that's understandable, I guess. But he did bring the Ceruledge, the Skeledirge, Clodsire, kind of like I thought he was going to bring, so not bad. I'll take the win. Played really well there. I think the main problem my opponent had there is he kind of lacked offense. Like, it was just me dishing out a fuck ton of damage, and like he just couldn't really do enough. He tried to go for like toxic stall shit, And like I was not having that at all with how much damage I was really doing. My opponent's team just kind of really lacked offense there, and by the time he really started to get some offense rolling, like the game was pretty much done. So it's kind of the problem my opponent had there. He kind of led with 2 passive mons that didn't really do anything. So see you guys in another game. Alright, here's another game. We're going against a Zamazenta team. I don't think this team's a rental though. This actually looks like gonna be kind of maybe an original team. I'm not sure though. Zamazenta, Rillaboom, Grimmsnarl, Ogerpon, Rock, Heatran, which you don't see very much, and Fluttermane. So I want to bring here. I think I really want Weezing this game. Weezing looks incredibly good here. Weezing looks so good. Weezing looks great. What else do I want to bring? Heatran's actually a bit of an issue for me because it can actually wall the Rayquaza. Same with the Zamazenta. So I gotta kind of try to bring something for both of those, which is kind of why I have the Weezing for Will-O-Wisp. I think I'm gonna bring the Rayquaza still. I'm gonna bring Chien-Pao. Looks really nice here. Just mainly for like Sucker Punch, and then I get rid of his terrain and everything too. I think I'll bring the Urshifu again. He leads with, okay. This is actually pretty good because I can actually just get rid of the Prankster here and get rid of his terrain with neutralizing gas. Like, both of these mons don't really do anything to Weezing, which is really nice. I just Will-O-Wisp the Rillaboom here. I Will-O-Wisp. I'm Clear Amulet, so you can Parting Shot on me, but it won't work. So I think I just Swords Dance here, actually. Worst case scenario is if he's like Thunder Wave Grimmsnarl or like Screens, but even then I don't really care. Okay, Fake Out, that's fine. You're getting Will-O-Wisp, so that's fine. Get burned. Threat neutralized. Okay, Spirit Break's an issue. Spirit Break is actually a problem. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to Will-O-Wisp the Grimmsnarl now. I don't know if Dragon Ascent will actually one-shot the Rillaboom though. Might actually, I'm not sure. If it's really worth though. I think it's worth getting rid of Rillaboom. I'll just go for it. I think it's worth. Okay. That tells me Zacian's gonna, or Zamazenta's coming in. Okay, Fluttermane. Okay, that's fine. Catch this Dragon Ascent to the face. It almost just pretty much one-shots him. If he wasn't Sash, he would have got one-shotted. That's crazy. I think I'm dead to Spirit Break here, though, even with the defense drop. I land the Will-O-Wisp. Can I even live a Spirit Break? I don't think I can. Okay, Reflect, that's fine. I'm fine with Reflect. That pretty much what that does is just buys me a turn, so I can just get rid of the Fluttermane here. So that's fine. Sludge Bomb the Fluttermane. There's no way he one-shots me. I can just go for Protect here. Moonblast. Huge threat out of the way. Huge threat out of the way. Thunder Wave for the Weezing for whatever reason. I don't really even care if he Thunder Waves me. Like, I'm not outspeeding anything anyways, so I don't really care. I can just, what I do here is I just taunt him now, actually. He has a Reflect up too, which kind of sucks. I kind of want to just Will-O-Wisp the Zamazenta. I think that's actually a bigger priority for me here. I think I just Will-O-Wisp the Zenta. And then I kind of just need damage on a lot of this shit. I need to start doing damage. He has a Reflect up too, which kind of sucks. Like, I don't know what he really does to me. I'm at -1 defense though, which also is pretty bad. I think I just Dragon Ascent. I just need to get damage. I just need to start getting damage. There's Iron Defense. Here we go. I need a crit. Can a crit help me? Oh, that does nothing. That literally does nothing. I missed the Will-O-Wisp. Uh-oh. That's not good. I don't know. There's still a chance that the Zamazenta can actually just like 1v3 my entire team. There really is, because I mean I have Chien-Pao, but like I'm not doing shit to him. I think Sacred Sword goes through his defense boost, but it's still not going to do that much damage. I can Terra Ghost actually, but then he's I don't know. I don't know if I really want to go into their Shifu here. I think I have to though. I think I'm forced to. I don't want to go into the or I mean Chien-Pao. I don't want to go into their Shifu here just to get Thunder Waved. So Will-O-Wisp here again. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp and I'm going to Protect on this turn. Because I want him burned. And to stall another turn of Reflect would be really nice here too. The good thing is he has like literally nothing for Wheezing. Even if he sets up to like +6, like I'm still going to be eating it really well. Any types of damage he wants to do. Are you Terra Fire? If he's Terra Fire Zamazenta, like I'm going to be really mad. Okay, if Terra Fighting, that's fine. Only shitty thing is now I don't do as much damage to him with Sacred Sword, because he's not part Steel type. Can this Wheezing land a fucking Will-O-Wisp? You were blind. You were a blind piece of shit. Should have left you at the fucking sludge factory. Worthless. God damn it. I need to land a Will-O-Wisp, and I just can't fucking do it. Like, I literally can't land a Willow. Let me land a Will-O-Wisp. Do it, please. I'm going to Terra Ghost here. He's going to go for Thunder Wave, so I'm going to get Thunder Wave no matter what. I don't think it can prevent that at all. But I'm going to Sacred Sword and try to do some damage. If I do lose this match, it's going to be because I keep missing Will-O-Wisp. Because there's so much damage I already could have had on him with this Will-O-Wisp chip damage every turn here that I've lacked because nobody lands a Will-O-Wisp on him. Oh, that does nothing. There, finally, it took 4 fucking turns. Good. You finally landed the Will-O-Wisp. Congratulations. Spirit Break to break my Focus Sash. Does nothing though. I don't know. I think what I actually do is I just kind of just wait, try to. I don't even know. I guess I go for Sludge Bomb here to try to get rid of the Grimmsnarl. I could taunt him as well. I actually could taunt. I'm gonna taunt the Grimmsnarl because I outspeed him, and if he can't Thunder Wave me, like it doesn't do anything. So. Sacred Sword for chip damage. I need to get it to low enough to where the Urshifu can come in and just do a bunch of damage. That's what I really need. Behemoth Bash is a 3-hit KO depending on rolls. Perfect. No Thunder Wave. Perfect. So now what I do right now is I just double into the Grimmsnarl on this turn so he can't do damage to me. That's what I do here. I Sludge Bomb. Ice Spinner. I think the reason why I'm not doing as much damage and he's not doing as much damage either is because Sword of Ruin is also not active. Because of the neutralizing gas. Yeah, that does nothing. Oh, he actually goes for a Body Press onto the Wheezing. That does nothing, bud. You're going to have to set up to +6 if you want to do any type of damage. That was a wasted turn. He should have went for Behemoth Bash and tried to get rid of the Chien-Pao. I'm in a really good spot now because I'm Terra Ghost. He cannot go for Fake Out onto the Chien-Pao either. He has no terrain to counteract the burn damage he's taken. This is just a match where like Wheezing was just so good. It would have been even better if I would have landed my Will-O-Wisp like in like 2 turns prior, but it's still just so good. Like, he has nothing to touch me at all. He might have like high horsepower, but at this point in the game, I don't know how much it really matters. I'm just gonna start going for damage here. I just double into the Rillaboom and just make it a 3v1. Solid amount. Knockoff. Okay, that sucks. It's fine though, because it's still at the point where like he has nothing for Weezing, so I think Weezing overall can still win us this match as long as I land all my Sludge Bombs. Burn damage is also taking its toll here too, so perfect. I think what I do is I lock myself into Surging Strikes just because it's a crit. Reflect is also good. I forgot he had a Reflect up too. That's why I was doing like no damage to him. I forgot about the Reflect. I thought it was because Sword of Ruin wasn't going, but I forgot he had a Reflect on his side too. I Sludge Bomb here. I Sludge Bomb and then I lock myself into Surging Strikes. Perfect game. I played really good. My opponent had a really good matchup into my team. He really did, but I played really, really well. The main thing I had that really shut down a lot of his shit was the Weezing. He did not have anything for Weezing at all. I just played to my strengths, and like the Weezing just kind of was there, and just he couldn't touch it at all the entire game. Especially with Will-O-Wisp, that was just incredibly good for my side of the field. Not having to worry about grassy terrain or like any of that other bullshit. No defense boost, nothing. Really nice. So, perfectly played. I deserve that win. Let's talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a pretty solid Rayquaza team, I think this is actually overall a pretty good team. There is some small changes I would make to this team though. The main flaw that I found with this team is it's really physically offensive, and that's kind of a problem I had in some of my testing games. There was one testing game that I really struggled with. Funny enough, I actually ended up losing to a Lugia team in one of my testing games. The main thing that I really had trouble with in that match is a Will-O-Wisp Sableye, because everything I brought to that game, I brought the Rayquaza. I had Incineroar, but like he was able to kind of play around the Incineroar with like screens and other stuff, so I wasn't really able to do much. And then I brought the Urshifu and the Chien-Pao to that match, and both of those mons, pretty much what he did with Prankster is he pretty much got free Will-O-Wisp onto the Rayquaza, made it pretty much useless. Free Will-O-Wisp onto the Urshifu, made that useless. And then the Chien-Pao really couldn't do enough behind screens. And like he was just able to kind of double into the Chien-Pao and kind of deal with it that way. And then it was just mainly Incineroar versus like half his team towards the end. So like that's kind of the main reason I lost that one. Meanwhile, he was able to freely calm-mind up behind screens. And he also had Sinistcha on his team. It was Sinistcha, Sableye, Lugia. I forgot what his other last mon was. It was a mon that was something. It was a reason why I brought Urshifu over Weezing, because the Urshifu was good and just like some other stuff on his team over the Weezing. That's kind of why I brought it. But I think if I would have brought the Weezing, I would have had a lot easier of a time, because I wouldn't have to worry about multi-scale and like Prankster, Sableye, and all that garbage. But this team is really weak to Will-O-Wisp. So if you guys are going against like non-Prankster boosted Will-O-Wisp mons, or even like Intimidate, it's also really weak to, apart from like the Rayquaza with Clear Amulet. That is something you really do need to worry about and kind of play around, especially if you're not using the neutralizing gas on the Weezing. But another thing I would actually change with this team is I would get rid of the Clefairy. I think out of the majority of the games I played, I think I played like 8 games with this team. I think you guys seen like 3 or 4 games. There was one game in there that was just like a fucking like guy that wasn't even on like the 3rd gym. He just started the game. I don't know if I'll include that one or not for you guys, but I did record that one. I don't know if I'll include that into the video, but not counting that game, I think I did like 7 or 8 games. I think 8 games, and you guys are gonna see like 3 or 4 of them, I think. So out of those games, I did lose, I think, like 2 games. One to the Lugia team. There's another game that I just got really unlucky that I could have won, but I just got fucked over by luck. But and like the main thing I had is, I think that I would really change with this team is the Clefairy. The Clefairy I did not bring once at all. Out of like the 8 games I had, I did not bring it once. I would actually, what I would do is I would just throw Flutter Mane onto this team. I think throwing Flutter Mane onto this team would just make the team even better. It gives you a really good special attacker, which this team desperately lacks. The only thing you have, at least especially offensive-wise, is the Weezing, which doesn't do damage at all for shit. So I would throw Flutter Mane onto this team. I think that would make the team overall just way better, in my honest opinion. I didn't use the Clefairy at all. I feel like the Clefairy just kind of slapped onto this team that wants to be more hyper-offensive. Like, yeah, you do want to set up like a few sword stances and that type of thing, and maybe for coaching, but like coaching, you're not going to be coaching the Clefairy, so that does nothing. So like the main thing you're going to use it alongside is the Rayquaza, and most of the time you just set up alongside either the Incineroar or the Weezing anyways. You don't really need the Clefairy there redirecting, because you either shut off a lot of the crucial abilities, or you Intimidate or Parting Shot and Will-O-Wisp spam whatever's trying to go after you. So that's the main thing I would change with the team. I think overall Flutter Mane would make the team way better. Throw that onto this team with like a booster energy, Flutter Mane with like Icy Wind. Give it like Moonblast, Icy Wind, Shadow Ball, whatever else you really want to throw on there. So overall, apart from that, solid team. You guys want a pretty solid Rayquaza team. I think it's a really solid team. The Weezing is actually really good. Rayquaza and Weezing work together really, really well, funny enough. So I think that's actually a really good pairing that a lot of people aren't really even seeing or even trying to consider when using Rayquaza. So shuts down a lot of the really crucial abilities that would otherwise kind of fuck over what Rayquaza really wants to do. The main ones being Queenly Majesty from Serena and Armor Tail, and like a lot of the terrains, like Psychic Terrain mainly, which is really nice. So that's the main stuff that Neutralizing Gas shuts down. Also Intimidate, and there's a few other abilities like Prankster and a few other things that it shuts down that's also really crucial and really helps the Rayquaza out, which is really nice. So cool mon, really, really cool mon, especially with like Will-O-Wisp. It actually pairs really well into like some of the other stuff that can't really touch it very well, like Zamazenta, Weezing's pretty good into, and there's a few other restricted it's okay into, and can just Will-O-Wisp and kind of neutralize them pretty well. Sashi Sword's another one it's really good into, which Rayquaza overall kind of struggles with, so it's kind of cool to have. Apart from that, I'm out here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I usually stream over here, usually Friday and Saturday nights around 9, 8 EST. Overwatch 2, Apex Legends, usually on Friday nights, and some other stuff. And then usually Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles over here, usually Saturday nights. So if that interests you guys, feel free to stop by. And I usually stream on Twitch once in a while as well. Link to that down below if you guys want to go over there and follow. Apart from that, I'm out of here. Peace out, everybody.